Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start today's weekly sectoral analysis. Now, before I start this video, you need to understand that the current juncture in the market is very strange. I mean, if you're going to initiate any trade, you have to be very careful considering there is a very strange situation where the bigger time frame charts and the shorter term time frame charts both are completely opposite to each other, right? So please watch this video very carefully and watch this video till the end. Only then you will be able to take full advantage of this educational video. First, I'll be starting with the Nifty Futures. On the right hand side, I have the daily time frame chart, and on the left hand side, I have the weekly and the monthly time frame charts. So first, I would like to start with the monthly time frame chart. In the monthly time frame chart, and I pardon for my voice because I'm suffering from a sore throat, so my voice is a bit harsh. Okay, so first thing is that obviously this particular candle is not complete, and today is 19th of March. So we cannot inculcate this candle's shape as per the pattern of the candle, but we can surely understand that this is the 50% retracement of this entire rally, especially from this point onwards of 15,234. Okay, so if you check this entire rally properly, we have exactly tested this particular 50% retracement at 17,085, and we have been able to bounce back by close to 100 points, and we have closed at nearly 17,184.45. Okay, so first thing is we are at a support, a very decent support for sure. Then if I move to a slightly lower time frame chart, which is a weekly time frame chart, we can see a candle which is a hammer, and the wick seems pretty decent. It's not a very big wick. If it was, then I think the repercussion could be even more bullish. But the wick is an average size wick comparison the real body of the candle. So yes, we can say there is some sort of, you can say, buying which has happened at the lower levels. And now if I cross check the same thing in the daily time frame charts, then things are little bit different over here. What we can see that this is the daily time frame chart, and now there was a downside parallel channel which was going on in Nifty Futures since some time. Now this bounce back has happened due to the 50% retracement which I shared with you, and there is one more support in the daily time frame chart, which is this 161.80% Fibonacci extension. So we can see that prices went down, but it closed above the support. First candle has been a high wave candle, then it is a hammer. So it seems that we are in ongoing bounce back, correct? Now what we can see till how long this bounce back will continue. It's going to continue for too long, or it is going to be short-lived. So according to my analysis, it seems that anywhere from 17,256 to probably 17,400. This entire band could probably give strong resistance in Nifty Futures. Now, exactly where this pullback will stop, it's very difficult to say. It's really difficult because the monthly time frame chart, the 50% retracement is much more powerful retracement than this entire downside channel. And generally, what has happened over here in this downside channel is that, especially this point, I'll just highlight that point for you. This particular point, you can see that it has not been able to test the higher end of this band. Generally, when that happens, probability of the breaking of the lower band occurs, which has happened over here. And then whatever is the length of this entire downside channel, equivalent to that length should be on the downside. But suddenly we have been able to bounce from that 50% retracement. So now we are in a fix, and we are currently trading in a bounce back. The downside, there is a support, upper side there is a resistance, and the resistance band is from 17,250 to possibly, you can say, 17,400. Yeah, 17,250 to 17,400. This is the entire resistance band. Now where this pullback will stop, it's difficult to say. We'll have to see. If it closes above 17,400, then again I'll have to make another Nifty Bank Nifty video for all of you, and then I'll share again in the weekdays basically. Okay, so let's go to the Bank Nifty chart. In Bank Nifty, again I will try to go to monthly time frame chart, and if I plot the Fibonacci retracement over here, Bank Nifty is even better because Nifty has retraced 50% retracement and Bank Nifty has been able to retrace only 38%, 38.20% retracement. So generally a stock or an index which retraces less, it's more stronger, all right? It's more stronger in terms of state of trend. And this is a pretty decent support considering this, especially this particular candlestick cluster over here. Now, let's have a look at the weekly time frame chart. Now, if you open this weekly time frame chart, what I will do is I'll take another swing over here. I'll take this smaller swing considering the weekly time frame chart. Again, we are seeing this bounce back from a 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. So we have a support in monthly time frame chart, we have a support in weekly time frame chart, and if we go to a daily time frame chart over here, if we use Fibonacci, we can find this 127.20% Fibonacci extension. Again, we are in a fix. Superb support on the downside. And as soon as the bounce back starts, just in a couple of days, we are near a resistance band. And the coordinates for the resistance, the levels for the resistance band are, I'll just share with all of you. It's from 40,124 to 39,885. All right, in round figure. So we need to wait and watch what happens over here in Nifty and Bank Nifty, whether the price goes up and reverses on the downside, or it consolidates, or whether it surpasses this band, tries to go even higher and tries to fill this gap. As of now, it's very difficult to say. And there is no point predicting. Let the price itself tell what it wants to do. Okay. So as soon as some sort of indication is available, I'll surely share with all of you what is my thought, what is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. But as of now, it seems, yes, we are in a pullback mode, in a downtrend in the daily time frame chart, and in a flat trend in weekly and the monthly time frame charts. Let's have a look at the private banking pack. In private banking pack, I think it's same thing. We can see a pullback is going on. But yes, one stock which I found out is HDFC Bank. I think it could find a little bit harder to go through this pullback because it has a lot of resistance in this area. So in case if a sell-off starts again, one trader can look at this stock once again because it is a lot of resistance over here, a lot of resistance. Okay. PSU banking pack, you can see what is happening is the trend is flat in the weekly time frame chart and the trend is down in the daily time frame chart, but these supports have not been broken as yet. Again, if I go to the daily time frame chart of SBI, you can see this support has not been broken. Canada Bank, if we go over here, again, it's holding at a support. Short-term trend is down, no doubt about that. Now, since this breakout level was not taken out, we are in a short-term trend, but till this time, this support will not be broken. Going down will be a problem for Canada Bank. If I go to Bank of Baroda, same thing. If a breakout would have happened, it could be a super breakout, but it did not happen. And now the prices have come down. But again, you can see a couple of hammers at a place where there is a lot of support. So I think this is a bit of range bound sort of situation. The prices are just jumping up and down. Only when a proper breakout or a breakdown will happen, we'll be able to see a large trend continuing on the upside or either on the downside. IT pack. Now, something really interesting has happened here in the IT pack. We'll have to go to the weekly time frame chart. Yeah. So if you check the weekly time frame chart, what has happened is the price has been able to close below the trend line support over here in the weekly time frame chart. You can see the support was 29,498 and currently it's 28,875. So if the price continues to trade below the low of the previous week consistently for at least couple of days, then you will see some lower levels coming up in the IT pack. If you check TCS, if you check the stock TCS, you can see it is trading almost below this probable trend line. Actually, this is a probable trend line, but we can at least say that some sort of selling pressure is available at this point. This is not a proper trend line, but this is a probable trend line. And if we close below this, if the TCS stock closes below this on weekly time frame chart, this particular point 3093, then you will see the selling pressure aggravating, because if you check the same thing in the daily time frame chart, you can clearly see that post this breakdown happening in the trend line, the next candle which happened, this one is a spinning top, this one is an inverted hammer, or you can call it as a shooting star. So continuously there is some sort of selling pressure coming up from this particular trend line. Let's have a look at Infosys. In Infosys, we'll have to probably draw a different trend line. Now in Infosys, what you can see is something really different. In Infosys, the prices are clearly trading below the trend line, clearly. And you can also see one thing, this has made a lower high and now it has made a lower low. So this is not good for medium term. Any movement below this particular low of the candle, sustaining below it for 1 or 2 days, could lead to slightly lower levels in Infosys. Autopack. Autopack is in the daily time frame chart in a downtrend. You can say it's hanging around possibly a support band. What you can see is this is the previous low. This is a hammer at a Fibonacci extension. And when we have a red candle, again there is some sort of wick over here. RSI is oversold, and in weekly time frame chart also we are at a support band. So basically in medium term time frame, which is the weekly time frame chart, we are in a flat trend. In the daily time frame chart, we are in a downtrend. So there is one stock which is looking decently positive, Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto has tried a lot to go higher, but even the candles in the hammer, in the weekly time frame chart, there's a hammer, there's a bullish bell tool, things look good. But only staying there will not help, because Bajaj Auto is not a stock with extreme high momentum. So it needs to surpass at least 3885 or 3900 and keep on going higher to prove itself that yes, it is in a strong uptrend. The starting point is really good, but the acceleration should be available on the chart, should be seen on the charts. Otherwise, there is no point of a good basing pattern. Another stock which I have is Maruti. Maruti is now slightly looking weaker, considering that price has closed below the dual moving averages in the weekly time frame chart, even in the daily time frame chart. Now this is a previous support, right? So close below this will lead to some lower levels. Metal pack. Now metal pack was a decent opportunity, especially in the Tata Steel, for a decent swing shot. And I had also shared in my previous video. But what happened was, on this day, suddenly there was, you can say, just a falling knife, just like a falling knife. I will share with you the hourly time frame chart. Just like a falling knife, fall down and then it reversed. So basically, when we have a very big candle and when your stop loss increases, it makes sense to stay away from that particular stock, because your stop losses, if they are very small, they can get triggered very fast. If they are very large, then your risk reward gets disturbed. So something like this, when it happens, it's better to stay away from that particular stock. And also what we can see is small wick is visible, and then we also have a small hammer in the Tata Steel. So what I feel is, in the daily time frame chart, the trend is flat and probably some sort of consolidation is possible in the metal pack. Finance, I guess you can see some sort of pullback is going up, and if this pullback continues, it could find some sort of resistance in this zone where we have these two previous lows. Good to see that some sort of hammer has also been visible in the weekly time frame charts. Now, if you remember, in my previous weekly sectoral analysis, I had told that PFC is a very positive looking stock, and there could be some sort of profit booking or consolidation in the stock, and you can see that the stock has come down. I think swing traders should keep watch on the stock. After a decent consolidation, if there is a short-term buying coming up in the shorter-term charts, like the hourly time frame charts, you could probably capture the opportunity to go long in the stock and make some good amount of money. FMCG pack, according to me, it is consolidating. Even the daily time frame charts seem consolidating as of now. Hindustan Unilever was a decent opportunity somewhere over here as a swing short-term trade. It performed decently well, and then it suddenly reversed. So it seems that some sort of buying is happening at the lower level. Somewhere over here, you can see two hammers. First is the hammer, then we have a high wave candle, then we have a hammer. So some buying is visible at lower levels, and probably if this recent low is not taken off very fast, then possibly some sort of consolidation or sideways move is possible in the coming days. Consumer pack, if you check the weekly time frame chart, we have a hammer, we have another hammer over here, and this particular candle looks like a high wave candle, but it seems that it is more of a candle where the upper wick is big, so I will not comment on that. But in the daily time frame chart, you can clearly see that we have made lower lows in price and higher low in RSI. So some sort of pullback is possible over here. And one more reason of this pullback could also be the 61.80% Fibonacci retracement. And exactly over there, we have a hammer in the weekly time frame chart. So some sort of pullback is possible in the consumption pack stocks. Infra pack, I would have no view as of now. I would wait patiently and let things sort out, because you can see absolutely zigzag movement happening in the weekly time frame charts. Even in the daily time frame charts, prices are just going up and down randomly. I have no comment to make on that, these stocks. Pharma pack, I think we saw a very strong downtrend in pharma, and it seems that in the weekly time frame chart, it is bit overstretched on the downside, and some sort of cool off, some sort of consolidation is important. If we check Sun Pharma is trading near important supports in the weekly time frame chart. A high wave candle is visible. Yes, the upper wick is little bit bigger, I completely understand, but the support level is very good. If we close possibly below 929 or something, then I think this beautiful momentum which had been created will get disturbed and lower levels could be possible. But in the daily time frame chart, the good news is that we have seen a positive divergence and a basing pattern is visible. But I think only time will tell in next few days whether we move up or stay sideways. All right. Realty pack. Realty pack, there was a sudden up move and a very, very sharp up move. This was not a gradual up move. This was a sudden up move because some positive news came up in DLF. You can check. And there was a big candle over here, and then suddenly two big green candles. I think some positive news had came up in DLF. So as a sector, I would say there is nothing much to say. Only it's visible that it's in a strong pullback mode, and probably it could test these resistance levels. But if these levels are taken off, somewhere over here, then I think Realty Pack could start looking interesting to me. And DLF is looking pretty decent as of now. But I think for a positional trade, all these hindrances are very, very important to be surpassed, like 383 or 388. Until these levels are not taken off, it is not wise to take this particular trade on the long side. You have to be a bit careful about that. Mid-cap index, again, you can say it's just zigzag move, which is happening in the weekly time frame chart. Even on the daily time frame chart, it seems this low is not breaking, which seems to be really magnificent because since September 2022, these lows are not broken. So one should keep watch on this sector, but till the time the upper levels are not taken out, a proper breakout is not visible, I think it won't be lasting much longer on the upside. The consolidation might continue. All right. So summing it up all, I think there is nothing much to trade in the markets in extreme short term. We'll have to wait, especially for Nifty and Banknifty, to show its real path in the next few days. We are in a pullback mode in the daily time frame chart, but we have also bounced back from a very good support band, from a very good support level, and we have a support band waiting just on the higher levels. So we'll need to wait and watch what happens in the next few days. Only then we'll be able to take a judgment. All right. Trade less for the coming week. Have patience. When the good trades will come up, automatically you will have good opportunities to make money, either on the long or either on the short side. Right. Trade wisely and enjoy the trend. Thank you.